we got a lot of international visitors from everywhere around the world.
Let me just share my screen here. So if you guys see, can you see my screen, guys?
Yes.
All right, there you go. All right, guys. So the way that I'm already supposed to, for those who still don't know me after all this time, my name is Thiago Fortunato. I'm the sales manager at Relais Chateaux based here in New York City. And this is just a quick intro on the brand. So I don't know if you guys know, but we are a nonprofit association of hotels and fine dining restaurants. And we started in 1954 with an idea to showcase boutique hotels that share the same values of hospitality and, of course, amazing cuisine experience. Back in 54, the first ground itinerary ever created that we named the Route de Bonheur. The name in English, of course, will be the Route of Happiness. Feature 8 properties that linked Paris to the Côte d'Azur, and the idea was pretty much to make the Parisians drive and stop over the weekend, and of course have a great hospitality and meal on the way. This was a great success. Today we have over 500 hotels all over the world, and our mission is pretty much to transmit the most authentic experience of the local destination to your clients. All right, so here are a few advantages of booking Relais Chateaux. You guys already know we're a global contact. We're assisted with itineraries from scratch, and for every reservation made with Relais Chateaux, the commission is guaranteed. All right, so you can use me as your main contact at Relais Chateaux if you have any issues with commissions. If it was booked with us, send to me and I'll figure it out a way, a solution to make this go away as fast as possible. All right. So here's the toll-free number, the email address for the reservation department here in New York, and the GDS code. But if you don't have access to the GDS code, there is here the amazing website. And in the website here, relaischateaux.com, in the bottom, there's the travel agent portal. All right, that I've been mentioning to you every week. So you just have to click there. So when you click, you just have to place your IATA, and you should have access to all rates and promotions codes for Relais Chateaux for you guys. All right, here now actually we have a little bit more. This is a little bit outdated, so the 140 total routes de bonheur all over the world. So today we're only promoting this area of Greece, Turkey, in Bulgaria, so we don't have 2 routes in the area, but you can always filter by destination, themes, or price here. So this is just a really great tool in order to give you ideas for itineraries on the ground or flying. And when you click here and discover, you will see everything on the way, when you can find on the way, the promotion that we have with Hertz. It's just very, very nice. This is located in the itinerary section in the website. All right, so here's the app now available for iPhone and Android. This is a good way of having a list of all the properties that we have. And as you can see here in Turkey, we only have 1 property, the Museum Hotel. Bulgaria, only 1 property that is here today. There's a Nita Wine Hotel. And in Greece, we have a total of 5 properties, but today we only featuring the Mykonos properties in Mykonos. All right, so we'll be seeing everything pretty soon. Of course, this was a Google map. You're not gonna be doing this driving, but just how we're gonna start here, the Turkey, go to Bulgaria, and finish up with the properties in Mykonos Island. All right, here are the contacts that we'll be sharing with you in a follow-up later today for all panelists and hoteliers that are here today. And my contact, Amy Goya, my other half, in the West Coast of the United States, the Central Reservation Department number here for you. All right. So this is all for me. So I'm just gonna pass the word here from my friend Zara, who will be representing Museum Hotel. All right, guys, so just for the new ones here, you all be muted. The way they'll be communicating with us will be via chat or the Q&A, and we will have time for the for them to answer the questions right after the presentation. Right, so with you, Zara.
All right, thank you, Thiago. So my name is Zehra. I'm a member of the sales team in Museum Hotel, and I'm gonna make a brief presentation for you tonight. So, who is Museum Hotel? Actually, we are located in Cappadocia, which is one of the fascinating destinations, I guess, in the world.
Zara, so just a minute. I think you have to just share your screen so they can see the presentation.
All right, sorry about it.
No worries.
Is it okay now?
Yes. If you can
All
maybe
right.
just put in full screen and maybe start it again. Perfect.
So, all right. Actually, Museum Hotel is the one and only Relais Chateaux property in Turkey. The hotel was first opened in 2002, and we are a member of the Relais Chateaux as of 2013. So here is a general look from the hotel, and we have a swimming pool at the terrace. We have a restaurant, which is one of the best fine dining of the region. So we are located in Uçhisar town, which is the highest point of region actually. And here is our founder, Mr. Ömer Tosun. He is actually the founder combined his two projects into one by renovating the old houses in the region. And we are a K hotel actually, and one of the first luxury boutique hotels in Turkey. And he is the founder of the property. So how to get to Cappadocia? There are two airports near to the hotel, which is one Nevşehir Airport, the other one is the Kayseri Airport. And we have private transfer options, shuttle, taxi, and for example, and the rent-a-car option actually. And what we have in Cappadocia, we have open-air museum, which is part of the UNESCO heritage. Old Greek mansions, we have Red River, we have Ihlara Canyon, and we have 3 underground cities, we have castles and panoramic points as well. And regarding the hotel, actually we have 30 rooms in total, 6 categories we have, and deluxe rooms, deluxe suites, junior superior suites, prime suites, and imperial suites. What we have in these suites and rooms, we have garden view, valley view, and we have 2 options, cave rooms and stone rooms. And in some of the rooms, we have private garden. In some of the rooms, we have balcony option. And in some rooms, especially in suites, we have fireplace. We have 1 taps in the rooms, some of them, and Wi-Fi and VIP amenities for sure. And here are some pictures from the rooms. They are all, actually these 3 are cave rooms, but the last one is a traditional stone room. In all rooms, actually we have the jacuzzi option and they have the valley view. And here you can see one of the rooms which has the wine tap. And Lila Restaurant, this is, as I said before, one of the best and fine dining restaurant in the region. We are able to accept non-guests as well from outside, depending on the hotel availability. And Mr. Saygın Sesli is our chef. What we provide in the restaurant, we have traditional Anatolian cuisine, modern Anatolian cuisine. We serve open buffet breakfast. We serve a la carte lunch, a la carte dinner, and we can organize banquets for groups. We can organize weddings and catering. And here are some photos from the valley experiences from some weddings and events. And what is actually one of the best activity in the world? I can say you that hot air balloon ride. Some of our indoor experiences is messages, cooking class, wine tasting, and our swimming pool, which is as free. Our guests can use it as free of charge. And some outdoor experiences are balloon flights, airport transfers, private tours, guided local cultural tours, and walking tours, photography tours, horseback riding, and traditional Turkish barber, traditional Turkish breakfast, which is called sine, horseback riding, whirling Turkish services. And here are some amazing photos as well. And we have some policy at the property, which is the important one is child policy. We are not able to accept children under 12 years old, and 12 years old and olders are welcomed for sure. And we have a pet policy. We are able to accept pets. So we have a free cancellation policy due to COVID-19 for sure. And we are able to offer 10% of commission for the agencies over the daily room rates. And we have a meeting hall as well, which is not very big, but we are able to organize up to 20 person. And here's a photo as well. And here are the GDS codes. And for sure, we have some COVID-19 measurements at the property. Here are some points that why the guests are able to choose museum hotel. And thank you. That's all from my side.
All right, thank you so much. Actually, I do have like a background photo when I was in a hotel
Yeah,
last time.
I guess you had visited museum hotel, right?
Yes, 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 of course. I just want to do an adding here. Like, this is one of the like those type of dreaming hotels. When you're there, you feel like you're in heaven. So I know you guys do like a great social media presence. So if you guys have any Instagrammers as clients, so this is the place to go because it's just very, very beautiful. And another highlight is the breakfast. Are you doing the breakfast as a buffet or not anymore because of COVID?
Normally, yes, we serve open buffet buffet, but during this period, we are not able to. We serve on the table. It's traditional Turkish breakfast. So let's say we can a la carte, we can serve a la carte.
Okay, yeah, the breakfast was really, really incredible. All right, so guys, any questions? I do have here a few questions before. Let me just go over here in the chat for you. So what is the best time to visit Cappadocia? Like fall and the winter is a good destination?
I would prefer to come actually in springtime, but in winter time it's very nice actually due to snow. So I can say that all 4 seasons it's good. Actually, it depends. It depends.
Okay, all right. So let me see if there's any other questions. I see here from John Dean. John, the GDS code for Relais Chateaux is WB, but I can definitely share that with you on a separate email. Guys, any more questions here for the museum hotel, please? So I hear from Elizabeth Azera. She's just asking you to show the map again. So where is located? Do you have a map?
Actually, here I don't have a map, but we are in the middle of the Anatolia. I mean, we are at the center of the Anatolia. It's, let's say, there are 2 options for the airport. You are not far away from Istanbul and from the capital, Ankara. You are able to arrive directly with only 1 flight from Istanbul.
Okay, got it. Elizabeth, also, if you're just referring to the map in my presentation, this will be an recording.
Yeah, you had it, yeah.
Yeah, no, if you see, like, if you will see, like, you receive a recording and a follow-up later today, so you can definitely access again to see the map from my presentation. All right. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much, Zara. So I will be moving on here from Zornita Hotel. Relita, are you on?
Now, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Great. So do you have a camera or no?
I do. I think you should start seeing me now any soon.
Oh, that's great. So we can have all North America here to know you. All right.
Excuse me about the light. It's a little dark in Bulgaria, but I hope that you can see me sort of okay.
That's perfect. Well, so welcome on board. So whenever you're ready to share your screen and show off your beautiful property.
Okay, thank you so much. I will be start sharing now. Do you see my presentation?
Yes, perfect.
Okay, thank you so much. Hello, everybody. My name is Ralica, and I will be presenting Zornica Family Estate, which is the only property of Relais Chateaux in Bulgaria. We are very proud of that. A little bit about our family, the owner's family. Zornice was actually, our property was actually born out of a dream. A father and a son, which you can see on the photo, started from the scratch to grow a place of peace and harmony, luxury and nature. Our owners desired to create a place where our guests actually feel at home, welcomed in a cozy and private atmosphere. Along with this, we offer accommodation at high quality of all levels. Restaurant with homegrown vegetables, fruits and garden fruits from our garden, cheese, milk, eggs from our animal farm, honey from our beehives at the estate, and we produce also our own wine. And very soon, I hope we will be having our own truffles. I will tell you more about this later. Now, regarding the location of the property, we are located in the southwestern part of Bulgaria in the region of Melnik, which is a famous region for wine, cultural, and spa tourism. As you can see on the map, we are actually closer to Thessaloniki airport. It's just an hour and a half from us. And we are closer to Thessaloniki than to the Sofia International Airport. And we pretty much take a lot of the advantages from Greece, like the nice Greek climate, for example. At the estate, we offer 15 boutique furnished rooms. We have 6 villas and a small hotel with 9 junior suites. The total occupancy is about 30-35 people in double occupancy. Some of the unique features of the individual villas are the amazing views from the bathrooms, the fireplaces, pet-friendly venues, and many others. And all villas have one bedroom, an additional bed for third person, a fireplace, and a patio. And now about our cuisine, we have 2 restaurants. One of them is the main restaurant is called Estivum. The name comes from the Latin name of the summer truffle. We use terroir cuisine. Every ingredient included in the dishes is prepared with fresh products from the range of 50 kilometers, of course, including Greece. This is our terrace. Our chef is only 25 years old. Our guests like to call him, as a joke, of course, baby chef. He has an incredible imagination of creating amazing food, some serious background, and more important, a personal touch to the guests. The restaurant has 30 seats indoor and 50 seats outdoor on this terrace that you can see. This is the indoor of the restaurant. Recently, actually this year, we opened a second restaurant at the estate. This is Bistro 55. It offers more cozy, casual atmosphere with more traditional dishes and more, let's say it, easygoing dishes. Also a very good restaurant. Now about our wines. Well, as I mentioned at the beginning, we produce our own wines, small quantity on high quality, only red wines. We have different types of varieties, like Melnik broadleaf. This is typical Bulgarian variety of grape. We have Syrah, Merlot, and many others. In our winery, we have more than 400 wine labels from Bulgaria, from our region, and from everywhere in the world. Zoma Body and Soul feels like home. This is our spa center. Along with the wine and the food, the spa is the heart of the estate. We have a thermal spring at the estate, and we use the mineral water in our pools. We have 2 indoor pools, sauna, steam bath, relax zone, fitness. This is our big swimming pool indoor, and we have also an outdoor pool. And it's this place is amazing with especially in the winter, where the water temperature is about 37 degrees. Estates Eco Farm, as I also mentioned, we produce our own vegetables, fruits. We have a farm where we get eggs, cheese, milk, meat. We use them in the dishes, also in the breakfast, mainly in the breakfast. We produce our own honey. We produce, I already mentioned about the wines, and very soon we will have truffles, our own production. A little bit about the region. The region is rich of different types of activities. You can practice historical tourism. There is a very famous monastery close by. That's the Rojan Monastery, unique place. On the right side, you can see the Melnik Sand Pyramids, also a very interesting natural phenomenon. And the smallest city in Bulgaria, which is architectural reserve Melnik. You can see it on the bottom photo on the right. And the activities at the estate, we have at the estate the estate spreads in about 300 acres. So we can offer many activities outdoor, like you can see the picnic. We have some private events on an island at the estate. We have wine. We have wine tastings at the vineyards. We have the UTV and many others, and of course weddings. Great occasion for weddings. Very romantic. We have this amazing lake with an island, and we could create a very special. We could create a very special event and romantic event there. And that's pretty much from us. Thank you very much for your attention. And if you have any questions, I will be happy to answer.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for the presentation, Relita. Very helpful. So let me see if I have any questions. Guys, any questions here from Relita and Zornita? So I do have actually two questions here. So how do you get to your property? What do you mean by that, Anya? I mean, by the airport.
As I said at the beginning, we have two airports approximately close to the estate. One of them is the Thessaloniki airport, which is in Greece. It's just an hour and a half from our property with a car, and the other one is Sofia airport, and this one is 2 hours and a half from the estate. We can offer private shuttles with the bus and with a car, private car.
Okay, wonderful. All right, let me see if I have more questions here. Oh, perfect. That was actually what you wanted you to answer. I have here another questions, but this is for Zara. But for now, do you guys have any more questions here from Zornita? Oh, actually, no. Actually, Christina, this is from you, Relita. So do you produce both red and white wines in property, Relita?
Only red. Red is more, yes, red is more, it's more suitable for this region because of the warm climate. We only produce red wines in Zornita.
Okay, wonderful. All right, let me check here in the chat. If there's any other questions, I don't see any other questions here. You guys are quite quiet today here. All right, so I think this is pretty much what I have. Thank you so much, Relita. I will be sharing all of your contacts and presentation with the agents later today. Thank you. All right, so let's move on to Anastasios and go to Greece.
Okay. Hello, everyone. It's a great pleasure to at least connect in that case. I'm happy to do the presentation in US agents or Canadian agents. It's North America overall. US and Canada are two very important markets for us. Mykonos is, as you, I guess that the vast majority will agree with me, is a great destination and very popular to US, especially the last 5 years. And I'm here to speak about Mykonian collection, which I'm certain that most of you have either heard or booked or heard by other colleagues or associates about the properties and the great variety we have there. So, so next to Turkey and Bulgaria, two beautiful countries, we have Greece, and with the great choice of the different islands. And one of the grand jewels there is Mykonos. But before I give you more information about Mykonos, I would like to remind you why Greece, and then of course we will do the same for Mykonos, why Greece is popular and is so beloved by the people that they visit during the summer. So we will start with the presentation first by talking about Greece. So when we think about Greece, obviously there are a lot of things that they immediately are coming in our heads and our thoughts. Obviously, Greece is well known for its history. We all know that the climate is always nice, and you can enjoy great summers and great Easterns, and even winter and autumn is nice. We always remember Greece for two colors, the white and the blue. Of course, it's the blue. The blue skies gives you the blue color, and the white is mainly shaped by the buildings. We all love Greek food. We always try to make a Greek salad or add it on our lunches or dinners. And of course, it's the hospitality, it's the warm hearts. Even if you have a problem, even if you try to communicate with someone that he doesn't or she doesn't speak English, there will always be try to help you and give you a solution. Rhythm, we're a little bit crazy sometimes, so it's always good to go to a place where people are open-minded and they're warm-hearted, and rhythm is part of our lives and our culture. And of course, when we think about Greece, we always think of summer. Summer is it's the escape to Greece. It's the choice on the Mediterranean, and it gives you a great variety. So in a smaller scale, the same elements are available to Mykonos. They're applicable to Mykonos as well. So for history, we have Delos. It's a neighboring island. It's the birthplace of Apollo, and it's a sacred place. It's also a UNESCO heritage location, and it's a place where definitely someone going to Mykonos will definitely add it on the schedule. We have 300 days of sunshine. So of course, we are still a seasonal destination. It's a place where you will visit mainly from April till end of October. If you're on a cruise ship, it starts earlier and you can reach the island even in November, but the actual operation is during the summer. We always wonder why some of the houses they have either red or blue or green windows and doors. I give you some secrets. So according to the historians and according to the history of the island, when you see a blue door, originally this house was part of a person who was a sailor, or if you see red, it was for someone who was a farmer. But the island has been elevated in terms of the lifestyle. We still manage to retain the authentic part of the island, which is the architecture, but nowadays you've got all the top tier restaurants there, whether it has to do with Greek cuisine or international cuisine. Just to give you three names about international restaurants, Nobu was actually the first Nobu restaurant in Europe was in Mykonos. Well, I'm talking about 20 years ago. There's a Zuma, there's a Hakkasan. So you do have this fancy restaurants, international brands, but you still can try the best either fine dining or just comfort style Greek cuisine. Nightlife, of course, when you think about Mykonos, you always think about nightlife. This is an image, you look around 2 a.m. after midnight. Unfortunately, this year, with restrictions imposed because of COVID, nightlife had a sudden death. So around midnight, everything had to be closed. But in real life, in normal life, things stay open till 5 or 6 o'clock in the morning. But it's not exactly you feel that you find these mega clubs with thousands of people inside. Yeah, you get smaller bars where you can do like a bar hopping through the small narrow streets of Mykonos town. Of course, you get around 25 amazing beaches around the island, sandy beaches with crystal blue waters. And this is always nice to have such a great choice around the island, but it's always more. You get shopping, you get all the fashion designers having a store on the island. There are even private collections with Mykonos name on it. You get DJs, the most famous names. They have always Mykonos on their annual world tours, so you can always try that. It's also a place where you get a lot of celebrities during the summer. It's a hideaway for them. You get, in some cases, you might get more Hollywood stars rather being in California and trying to find them in Beverly Hills or in West Hollywood. And of course, apart from the nightlife, what has prevailed the last decade was the beach lifestyle. You must have heard, some of you must have heard the name of Scorpios. It's a famous beach club. Last year, Travel and Leisure voted, the readers of Travel and Leisure voted Scorpios as the best beach club in the world. So if you have Scorpios and Scorpios is competing with around other 10 different choices, you can imagine you can really go and explore the best choices in that area. And of course, still Peter, the pelican, which is the mascot of the island, is still there, 5th generation, as you can imagine. And since we've highlighted Greece and Mykonos, let's talk about the Mykonian collection. First element, we are a family-run business, and you can feel that within the group. You can feel the attention to detail. You can feel that on how we are equipping our properties, how they're furnished. It's like we buy things that someone would buy for a home, not for a hotel. But the beginning was quite different from what it is right now. So everything started with the founder of the group, which was, his name is George Dachtilidis. So around the 40s, he was born in Delos. At that time, it was allowed to stay on the island. Now it's forbidden to stay on the island. It was from a very poor family. And actually, the two things that he has inherited by his father was just a donkey and a piece of land, a small piece of land. But he was very smart. He could foresee the future in many ways. So in the 60s, he started getting involved with 2 businesses on the island. First, he founded a construction company, a small construction company. And the other business was to operate the bus routes on the island. At a time where there were not even proper roads. But in the 80s, he saw that the island was becoming a popular jet set destination. So he started with just a small 25-room hotel in the center of Mykonos. He had his 4 children working with him from a small age. And since then, since 1978, which was the beginning of the group, the 4 boys have become, have been raised up, and now they're running the show on the island. And running the show on the island means that we have 3 locations on the island where we have 10 state-of-the-art hotels. On these locations, we have the different choices by the Mykonian collection. But the great element related with Relais Chateaux is that on each location, there is a Relais Chateaux property. So we will be starting with Relais Beach. which is further out from Mykonos town. I will always mention Mykonos town because Mykonos town is the center, it's the heart of the island. But during the day, during our holidays, we always spend it on the beach. So obviously having hotels right on the beach and having a private beach section, that's a great complement to your stay. We have another location, Platizialos, which is closer to Mykonos town. It's only 10 minutes away from Mykonos town. Sorry, 5 minutes away with a car, very close to the airport as well. So this is another beach location, and there's an amazing property there. I will give you more information. And we have one property, a fully a new property which has been built. Now it's almost 5 years ago. And we have a destination, just to give you the overview, that is easily accessible from any major European airport. And one thing which is very critical for all our friends from US and Canada is the fact that this Mykonos airport, which has been renovated, it's brand new, is easily accessible by any major European airport. So please, when you think of Mykonos, do not think necessarily for Greece. Do not necessarily build a Greece itinerary. You can build an itinerary with Italy because there are 8 airports from Italy having a direct connection to Mykonos airport. And in some cases, in the vast majority of these airports, there's a daily flight. Of course, like our friends before from Bulgaria and from Turkey, there's a direct flight from Istanbul, if you want to combine that. Unfortunately, there's not a direct flight from Sofia. There are some charter flights during the summer. But from Thessaloniki Airport, you can easily connect to Mykonos. Now, those coming from the States, easy. Heathrow, Gatwick, City, Luton, and then from there, direct connection to Mykonos. These are the flights that pre-COVID connections. A lot of things have changed since then. And of course, we have Athens and Salonika. Now, talking about the properties, we will start with Elea Beach, and we will see first Mykonian Utopia. So Utopia is very unique, is in many ways. First of all, just to give you an indication about Relais Chateaux, they organized a board meeting in 2016 in the property. So that's an indication of their love affair with the property. Utopia, everything Utopia has been designed and made, customly made exclusively for the hotel. So any of the furniture, anything that has to do with the cutlery, with the plates, with how the different furnishings look on the public areas, you won't find them in any other hotel in the world. You can see the pool area, you can see the views. The hotel is nestled into the hillside. It's on the top of the hill. So in a sense, you get Santorini views, but underneath, with a short route by a private bus from the hotel, you can reach the private beach section of the hotel. The views are, you stay breathless with the views, but the food obviously is following the Relais Chateaux norms. Unfortunately, there are no Michelin star restaurants in Greece. Mainly, I would say there are a few in Athens, but not in Mykonos. They're a little bit snobby with our restaurants there, but I can tell you that they're like. So you can see the pool area. You can see the other parts of the different suites and the different room types you have within the hotel. As you can see, nothing reminds you any other type of accommodation you've seen before in terms of the selection of furniture within the property. You get the vast majority of the rooms, they have either a private pool or a hot tub, and you always expect sea views. We're moving on to Platizialos. We have Mykonian Ambassador. Mykonian Ambassador is the 3rd oldest Relais Chateau in Greece. It was, we're talking about 1990. So that was the first time where where we joined Relais Chateaux. And since then, of course, it has been renovated in 2016. There was a mass renovation that was undertook in 2016, and there was a hotel transformation in all areas. The hotel reminds you a lot of reminds you of Greece. The hotel has the great advantage that it's very close to Mykonos town, and also you get a very short distance, walking distance to the beach. There's no private beach section, but we can organize the sunbeds in one of the beach clubs on the area. And of course, again, you have high-tech and very impressive design within the rooms, and you get great views on the terraces of the rooms, whether you have a private pool or a hot tub. The third choice, which is within Mykonos town, it's within a walking distance from Mykonos town, is Mykonian Korali. Mykonian Korali was renovated in 2016. It's a brand new hotel. After a successful cooperation with Relais Chateaux, we decided to continue with Relais Chateaux with this hotel as well. Again, a different style from the other two hotels. Obviously, located in Mykonos town, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have a close proximity to the beach, but within a short distance with a taxi, you can reach the famous beach clubs. Food, again, you get the gastronomy you're expecting from a Relais Chateaux hotel or a Michelin star restaurant. You get Thalasso spa services within the property. And obviously, you get a great variety of different room types, starting from 300 square feet, and you can go up to 1,000 square feet, which is the largest suite within the property. You can see the quality of the furniture, you can see the quality even of the sunbeds outside and terraces, and of course, a lot of rooms with private pools. Just to highlight, the main highlight on the island is the windmills. So obviously having a room with the windmills and a private pool on your terrace, this is considered like a once in a lifetime experience. So I think my presentation was a little bit longer from the normal. Just to mention one last thing that I didn't mention, Utopia is located on Elia Beach, as mentioned before. This is around 20 minutes from Mykonos town, but there's a private bus, there's a private shuttle service provided, complimentary, 8 times during the day, connecting the hotel with Mykonos town.
All right, all right, thank you. This was an amazing presentation, by the way. Actually, it was really, really well done in terms of just like giving the flight connections and of course made me like really like the time that I was there. I have actually one question for you. So when I was there, I stay in Korali because I wanted to stay near Mykonos town, and I use the amenities of other properties. So do you still offer that? So like if you're staying in Relais Chateaux, can you use the amenity of Utopia and Ambassador or no?
If you're staying on Elia Beach, Utopia is within a constellation of other 5 hotels in the area. Mm-hmm. They're all nestled into the hillside, so you don't realize that you're surrounded by other hotels because they're on different heights and you get views on different angles. I would say that those staying on Elia Beach, they have the advantage of visiting the nearby hotels, which are in the same level. But those staying in Mykonos town or in Platisialos obviously can use the facilities of the other Relais Chateaux properties, but it needs to have a pre-planning or organize this with the reception.
Okay, all right. Yeah, that was lovely. I mean, Utopia has an amazing view. I mean, all of the 3 properties are fantastic. So let me just go here for the questions here for the Asians. So here from Diana, do you have a preferred DMC for Mykonos?
We work with all the major DMCs in Athens that they're working with the US market, or they're oriented on the US market, or they're more capable in this area. I would say we work with everyone. I would name without necessarily meaning that I forget someone. It doesn't mean that we don't work with them. But like Travel Live, Kubernetes, Hellenic, Greece a la carte, Seas Travel, we work with everyone. So you can always reach out to them. We have excellent relationships with everyone in the market. And since you mentioned about the DMC, allow me just to highlight that we also have a representation in the States. It's by Last Experiences as well. Of course, last experiences and us, when you book a Relais Chateaux property, will always give you advices and give you also the special rate codes to use the GDS and book through Relais Chateaux.
Perfect. There you go. We appreciate that. So here from Christina. So are there any folklore dancing lessons on the island?
Everything can be organized. I mean, the island it has, I mean, the Zorba scene is a bit folklore, as you mentioned. There are some places which I guess that you can still get this like traditional entertainment in some of our hotels. If we see that it's becoming real vibrant at night, we might bring some plates out. So I give you this tip. I won't tell you more. You can send me a message and I can tell you more on that.
All right. So here Mina just sending best wishes to Vangelis and Mario.
Of course.
Here from Elizabeth, actually first from Leslie. So is Greece currently accepting US citizens?
Unfortunately not. Also, allow me to give you give you an update on the COVID. I was planning to tell you that, but I had 3 hotels within 15 minutes. So right now, what's the situation? First of all, Greece, even for us, that we are Greeks, we have been highly surprised that the Greek government have imposed very strict restrictions from day one. I'm talking since February or March. So we have managed to contain the virus, and we have managed to have very low figures, whether positive cases or the death toll, unfortunately. So Greece has opened its borders this summer, but mainly for European destinations and particular areas of Middle East. So at the moment, there is a travel ban for US passport holders, except if someone has a dual citizenship, he can always travel to Greece. Also, regret to inform you that we decided, it was a painstaking decision not to open any of our properties this summer. The Greek tourism opened its borders in the beginning of July. We were very cautious about how the situation will move forward. So we considered the health of our guests and our employees as a #1 priority. So we decided to postpone operations, managed to organize ourselves, watch what's the best protocols in the world so we can return back in business in 2021. And I want to say that I know it's a very hard time for our industry. We are planning a lot of things that we will try to help the travel agency business to choose our properties and choose the location. And soon we will update you with more information on that.
Perfect, perfect. All right, so we have time for 2 more questions here. From Elizabeth. So what would be your suggestions for a romantic couple getaway between 3 properties?
Wow, that's, I worked for the group 6 years. I'm the commercial director. I suppose that I will have this answer, but I don't. The reality is that apart from the Relais Chateaux properties, we have 10 properties that are all so unique. And what's the best choice for a romantic hideaway? I cannot really give you this answer. What I would do, I would show them the pictures and based on their design preference, I would say they would make their choice, because service, views, experience, similar, equal, 100%. Even in some of our properties, the price tag is lower from the other ones. Still, the experience is the same.
Okay. All right. Let me see here. One more here from Alan from Travel Long. Hi, Alan. Latest time of the year to visit it when it's not too cold.
First of all, the property is open in May. I would say May, the weather is fine. Perhaps the temperature in the water might be colder, let's say. I would say if you want a safe choice after the 20th of May, you can feel safe about the weather conditions on the island. In general, the vibrant summer experience with the beach clubs all open, with everything being on its maximum capacity, it starts around the 20th of May. This is when things are getting live, getting really interesting to explore and see and visit the island.
All right. Actually, you mentioned Scorpios. So do you guys have any agreement with Scorpios in terms of getting like reservation? Because it's very, very busy. I've been there. So.
I'll give you a general fact. So we have a group of 10 hotels, and we have 1,000 rooms in the island. They're all 5-star Cat Deluxe, right? So if you were Scorpios or any other beach club or any other restaurant or any other nightclub, would you ever say no to any of the concierge departments in the properties of the Mykonian collection?
I don't think so. Yeah, so that's
So
a good answer.
I gave you the answer. Yes.
That's a really good answer. Yes.
Even last minute, you know, we are in the luxury business. We understand luxury very well. So I can tell you that, you know, we understand the needs of the last minute. I want this, I want that. I want a private I want a helicopter taking me on a private secluded bay, and I need a picnic basket, and I need all of this in 2 hours from now. It can be arranged.
That's perfect. That's what we want from you. All right, Anastasios, thank you so much for this presentation.
Thank you. Thank you everyone for attending. I wish you all the best. I miss US. I miss Canada. I spend at least a month every year there. I hope to see you all. I hope to return back soon. And you know, you have my email address. Anything you want, anytime, I'm always available. Thank you very much, everyone.
Perfect, perfect. Guys, thank you so much for staying with us until now. I just have one more question here, but this should be from Relais and Zura, because is your property open right now, right? Zura or Relais?
Yes, it's open as of 1st of June. Actually, we are operating since June.
And can you share a little bit of the experience in the property, like how it has been going during this last months? And
yeah, all right. Actually, the first months were tough because as most of the countries, we were not able to welcome guests from abroad. And basically, the local ones were coming. But as of August, actually, and September was the best month, actually. We are very satisfied with the numbers. We are receiving guests from Russia, Ukraine, from Greece, from Europe. So we are quite good enough for during this month, actually.
Okay, good. But like in terms of like sanitations, guests are required to wear a mask. Like, what can you share? Okay.
But actually, it's not. We are not, of course, happy with the situation, but we are doing our best to provide the maximum satisfaction for the guests.
All right, sounds good. This is well done. Thank you so much. All right,
Thank
guys.
you, Thiago.
Thank you so much, Anastasios. Thank you so much for staying with us. This week, I will be handling another webinar for Sicily and Malta. So if you missed it, there is an invitation. So if you don't have an invitation, just shoot me an email and I will send to you, because we still have places for this webinar. Yeah, and that's pretty much this. Thank you so much. Stay safe wherever you are. Wear your mask, wash your hands, and it's pretty much for today. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.